If you like your comedy short, fast, and funny, you've come to the right place. Comedy Time presents QuickLaffs, guaranteed to make you laugh in 30 seconds or less.
I was raised by my mom. My mom would threaten me all the time. Justin, if you don't straighten up, I'm going to send you to live with your father. Which is terrifying for me, because my dad was in prison.
I'm reading this sign the other day. The sign says, I bet you $1 you'll read this sign. So I was like, I bet you $1 you'll read. Then I made a mistake and looked at him. He was like, come on, player. I was like, man, come on around.
I don't know if you guys have any friends who reveal embarrassing information about themselves and then play it off like everyone does it, but I got a buddy who said to me, you know how sometimes you get drunk and then you crap the bed? What? No, man, you might want to see a doctor.
He gonna ask me, can he play another song? Who is it? I need to know. Is it Frankie Beverly and Maze? What is it? He gonna say some Waka Flocka. You ever heard of this? Don't it sound like something you step in at the job site? You supposed to be walking, you like, oh man, I done stepped in the Waka Flocka, man. Y'all no, don't come over here, there's Waka Flocka on the floor. We need signs out. Don't come over here, there's Waka Flocka over here, man. I got it on both feet.
Like for me, I used to date this girl that would ask me weird hypothetical questions all the time. Couldn't get away from them. We'd be driving along and she'd, Steve, would you still love me if I got my arm cut off? No, I wouldn't. I'd be on Match.com trying to forget you. There's a lot of clapping involved in my line of work.
I was raised in a Christian family. And growing up, we was taught that having sex outside of marriage is a sin. And that's when I got engaged in the 8th grade, too. 7th grade, I was stressed. I got to find me a wife. I heard social studies got hoes. I would bring girls home. My mom would be like, baby, who's your new friend? Like, no, mama, that's my fiance.
I'm convinced downtown LA is the real life Gotham City. I went out there looking for the bat signal. I said, where is Batman? These streets are too dangerous for cops. Where is Batman? It's like The Walking Dead out there. Spare change.
But being from Compton, I had no clue about like gangster rap or gangsters or none of that. Come on, my mom was from the South. She was real strict, man, so I didn't know nothing. I was so naive that like, when I saw gangsters cripping and throwing up signs like, I thought they was deaf. I feel like homeless people should be appreciative of things. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to Subway. I ordered a 12-inch sub. I walk outside. I see a homeless man. I try to give it to him. He's gonna pass it back to me because it's not toasted. Really? So you have a decision to make now. You can make choices. You ever seen a homeless person with the same outfit that you have on that day?
So like, I don't get racial stereotypes when I hear them though. It takes me a second to figure it out. Like one time a dude told me a racist joke and I just thought he was asking me a question. He goes, there's a black guy, Hispanic guy, and an Asian guy in the back of a car. Who's driving? I was like, my mom? I don't know. Like when was this? Like I need more information. Like, if it's a Tuesday, that's soccer practice, and that would be my mom.
It just sucks being the only child because it's like people assume it's like, man, you got everything you wanted. You had no hand-me-downs. Yeah, exactly, huh? It's hard to pick up girls in your mom's jacket, you know, it's horrible.
It's just how I look. I'm also very tall. I'm 6'2". Thank you, Wu is correct. A couple things I don't want to be asked ever. I don't play basketball. I don't play volleyball. I'm not a model. And since I have everyone's attention, just want to let you all know the tops of your refrigerators are disgusting.
I have a friend who has 7 kids. 7 kids. That is insane. Her outgoing answering machine says, I just can't. Beep!
My family was so big, when I was in the 4th grade, I had an uncle that was in the 2nd grade. And he would come in my classroom and try and discipline me. He'd be like, did you do your homework? I'd be like, did you pee in the bed again, uncle? Better get out of here and learn your timetables. Leave me alone.
At my age, it's difficult to get a young, hard-bodied man to kiss me. So I go to the swimming pool and pretend I'm drowning.
Very weight conscious. Women, you're very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. You're so weight conscious. You put on a couple pounds, you want to kill yourself. I don't understand. I see my wife naked in the bathroom on the scale. Naked, because apparently the G-string weighs 6 pounds. I didn't know that.
I may look like a gangster, but I'm not. I had to tell all my white friends. I got a lot of white friends, and every time some problems came up with some black people, they would push me to the forefront to handle the situation. Had to tell my white friends, the same black people you scared of, I'm scared of too, okay? Let's understand that right now.
Obviously not a picky eater, we can see that, whatever. I don't care. I hate picky eaters, I really do. You know, I hate them. I waited tables for a long time, and that is the most annoying thing in the world, is trying to take an order from a picky eater and making a million substitutions, you know? You come over to their table, they're looking at the menu, they're just like, it's a real nice rough draft you got right there. I'm gonna revise the crap out of that.
You ever been driving, talking on the phone, you see a cop, so you drop that phone, and you keep talking to the person even though the phone's on the floor. Hey girl, I can't talk right now, here come a cop! How you doing, officer? I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the cop!
Like, if they had cocaine as an Olympic event, I would have won gold. I was training every day. No, this picture is the Winter Olympics. There's the announcer. Up next in the 8-ball event, represent United States of America is Marty Lacquer. Wait a minute, Bob, he's grabbing the javelin. What's he doing? And here I'd come just... Oh my God, Bob, you just snowed an entire 8-ball in 2.8 seconds. For those of you keeping score at home, that is 3.5 grams. That is impressive. I don't even think the Colombians are going to be able to touch that one, Bobby. You set the bar high.
Yeah, this happened when I was about 16. It started to happen, and my dad, he just looked at me. He's like, looks like you're going bald. I was like, what are you talking about? Nobody told me about this at all. He's like, it's only going to get worse. I was like, this sounds terrible. I don't want to be a part of this. It's like if you owned a car for 16 years, and then all of a sudden someone's like, hey, it has a sunroof that you can never close, ever. Ever. It's broken.
Do you guys like impressions? I'm gonna do an impression for you guys. This is my impression of a raindrop. My impression of a raindrop.
People can judge me all they want. I don't care. I started losing weight so quickly. My last checkup, my doctor's like, yo, you need to slow down. I didn't realize this. There's a medical condition that goes to losing a lot of weight really quickly. It's called extra skin, and it sucks. You can't do anything with it except maybe make someone feel better if they're having like a bad day. Like case in point, I saw this little kid in the street. I'm like, are you having a bad day, little buddy? He's like, uh-huh. I'm like, I can make it all better. You want to see a puppy? It's a Shar-Pei.
I went because last year I quit smoking, I started eating, I gained all this weight. Now I'm eating less and smoking again, working out fantastically, working out really well. But no matter how much weight I gain or lose, I always have these love handles. I can't get rid of them. So I was like, let me just go find out how much it's gonna cost to get them sucked out. Go to the plastic surgeon, lovely man. He informed me that I'm actually in really good shape and that I don't have love handles at all. No, what he said was that I have fat hips.
I remember last time being pregnancy scare, the same night Obama got reelected. So I was double happy. Yeah. Now I thought to myself, like, man, if I had to choose between my girlfriend not being pregnant or Obama, the first black president winning the reelection, then, you know, Mitt Romney it is. Right, fellas? This is beyond this. That's 4 years versus 18. Don't be selfish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I'm excited right now, guys. My girlfriend's 8 months pregnant. Give it up for her. Yes. It's crazy, though, because I just met her last week. I met her at the baby shower. I wasn't even invited. It's crazy. She's like, you ready to be a dad? I was like, relax, I only have one Xbox controller. I don't even like changing diapers. I did it once. My grandpa kept moving. I'm like, stop.
All right, everybody, my name is Dustin. I'm the most average human being you have ever seen in your life. Not too tall, not too short, not too fat, not too skinny. Got cool glasses, but I got them at Costco. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so average, I like to consider myself the Toyota Corolla of people. Nobody's embarrassed to have a Toyota Corolla, but nobody's proud of it. Nobody's Facebook profile pic is them and their new Toyota Corolla.
I'm not from here and I'm not Mexican. I'm from Chicago and I'm Puerto Rican. And if you call me Mexican, I'm supposed to get mad. I just don't know why. Did you ever call a Mexican a Puerto Rican? Órale, va! Ah, Mexicano, cabrón! That ain't just us. Did you ever call a Japanese dude Chinese? They lose their mind. Why you said to me? I'm not Chinese, I'm Japanese. Rook in my eye, rook in my eye.
I'm kind of a wuss. I'm afraid of terrorists. Is that weird? I'm just afraid of terrorists. Here's the thing, man. Terrorists scare me because they're willing to die for their religion. They're willing to die for their religion. I don't know about you guys. I'm Catholic. I'm not even willing to go to church for my religion. These guys will sacrifice their life. I won't even give up 45 minutes on Christmas. That's how I roll. I'm like such a bad Catholic, and I'm embarrassed by it. Like, I don't know who our Pope is. I have no idea. I know he was in the media. I don't know what he looks like. Like, I would recognize him if he was in, like, the superhero outfit. You know, I would recognize him then. But if he was just walking on Hollywood Boulevard and he came up to me and he was like, the Lord be with you. I'd be like, sorry, man, I don't have any change. Maybe you should get a job.
And my whole life, doctors are like, you gotta be healthy, Ryan, you gotta be healthy. And I never listened to them until like 2 years ago, a doctor said it, and like something went off in my head, and I became a health nut. Everyone, like I became obsessed with health, like organic vegetables, grass-fed meat. I bought a Prius. I got a pair of Lululemon yoga pants. I'm not proud of that. I wear them with those Vibram 5-finger shoes. Do you know those shoes with the 5 individual creepy toe? I have a pair that are orange. I look like a gay salamander, everybody.
You guys, I'm in a great place in life right now. Like, I haven't always been this confident. You know, like when I was a kid, I was teased a lot, you know, because I had a learning disability and I was uncoordinated. My last name is Getzoff. Yeah, I was not blessed. Yes.
I'm not that formal. I don't use my title in other situations. Like, and to be honest with you, I've never been that comfortable calling myself Dr. King. That's
Hey, here's something fun to do late at night if you guys are ever really bored. Go to one of those 24-hour grocery stores, and when you go in, find the most angry-looking cashier that you can. Go up to her and don't buy anything from her except for a cucumber and a big tub of Vaseline. And see who cracks first. Lots of cheap fun late at night. You're welcome. You're welcome.
What is it with my voice? I went on a blind date with a dude, and he was like, oh, you're so articulate. You speak so well. I said, you heard me in the trunk? With the duct tape over my mouth.
no trust. I don't like it. I don't like texting. I like to call people. I'm old school. I like to call people. How you doing? What's going on? I don't like it. One feature I love about texting is quick text. That's the feature in the phone that already got some outline phrases. All you gotta do is send it. People text message me stuff all the time. They're like, Key, what's going on? How you doing? I text back stuff don't even make sense. I'll be like, boop, happy birthday.
All right, let's start off with, I don't like dubstep music. No, mainly because it sounds like a guy with a voice box made that, like, hello, how are you doing today? Can I get a cigarette? Hey, how are you? Yes, hi, how are you doing today? Right, every time you hear it, it just sounds like he's saying no to you a bunch of times. Boom, no, 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 boom, no, 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 boom, no, 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 boom, no, 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 no. Say it right there.
We moved in together. I married a Mormon, you guys. I should tell you that my wife's Mormon. She told me that after we got married. She goes, just so you know, it's no big deal, but I was raised Mormon. I was like, just so you know, I was planning on having a few other wives anyway. So.
I'm Eric, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I have 92 days sober today. Don't clap, it's court ordered.
I'm actually Italian, and it's weird, you know, being Italian, because I'm from New York, where there's only two nationalities, Italian and not Italian. I learned that from my father. My dad sat me down, and he said, look at this. He goes, me and you, Jimmy, we're Italian. Your mother, not Italian. And I said, well, what is she? She goes, she's a drunk. I said, so she's Irish. Okay.
There's already enough scary stuff going on. We don't need your help being more scared. Like, I had some real crazy stuff happen to me recently. I took the bus the other day. I sat next to this lady wearing zebra striped pants. And then this woman with the leopard print jacket got on. I was like, oh no.
So I went out with my jealous boyfriend, saw someone I knew, and was chatting him up, you know, catching up. Later on, my jealous boyfriend is in my face. What's up, Court? What's up with that? Oh, really? You just gonna smile and cheese up in another man's face? That's what you wanna do? You wanna smile? Oh, we smiling now? Oh, you wanna be happy? Really, Courtney? Smiling and cheesing. Oh, you look like you wanna sleep with him or you wanna have sex with him. Courtney, do you wanna have sex with that man? I was like, babe, chill out. You are tripping, okay? We went to high school together. I had sex with him a long time ago.
I got to study abroad when I was in college. That was awesome. I was in Spain, but they put me in a room with like this guy from Alabama, like middle of nowhere, Alabama, all right? The whole time in Spain, he kept complaining about how different the Mexican food was in its place of origin. Not the same country. All right? That's the kind of guy I'm talking about. And so, but even I wasn't prepared for the type of like, you know, ethnic dynamics you see there, because people come from all over the world and assimilate into Spanish culture. So I saw this interaction take place at a store where this Japanese guy went up to the register to buy a bottle of water from an Indian guy working behind the register, and he went up to him and he went like this. He was like, "Hola, ¿cuánto cuesta la mochila?" And he's like, "El mochila está 5 euros." And I was like, what the hell? We're walking out. My friend from Alabama turns to me and goes, "Those are the two weirdest looking Mexicans I've ever seen."
Tell you, like my dad, he was real strict about the electric bill, man. He did not want any unnecessary lights on. He'll yell at us, he'll open the refrigerator and yell at us like, "Why every time I open this door, the light on?" Like, that's what it's supposed to do. Get control of your hypertension, you know. Then, you know, he wouldn't even let us microwave popcorn for a full minute. He said all we needed was a minute and a half. Now we walk around eating raw popcorn. A bag full of buttery kernels and stuff. And contrary to what you think, your stomach does not digest kernels. Do you know how scary it is to go to the toilet and see nothing but kernels floating in the water? It's serious, and that's something he complained about too, the water bill. He said me and my brother was using too much water flushing the toilet in the morning. No, he said, so from now on, when you all wake up, all three of y'all pee together.
And growing up in a black family is really hard.
Because everybody is so competitive. I mean, right down to your little old grandmother. The other day I was like, oh, Grammy, my stomach is killing me. And she was like, I ain't got no uterus.
Welcome to the state of California, greatest state in the union, and yet they mock us, don't they? What do they always say? That we're gonna have an earthquake, the big one, and that we're gonna snap off and float away from the rest of the country? What they don't realize is we can't wait for that day. Right? This country's been keeping us down long enough, Cali. And it's not like they wouldn't notice us missing. I mean, we're California. We're not one of the Dakotas. I mean, really, if like North Dakota up and left, people might not notice ever. People would just stand around going, hell, what the hell was here before the ditch?
I am so awkward. I'm so bad with chicks, dude. So bad with chicks. Just the other day, this girl asked me, Ari, how old are you? I said, I'm however old you want me to be. She said, no, I said, how are you?
A lot of people, in fact, throughout my life have found it appropriate to come up to me and tell me that I am, in fact, the whitest black person they've ever met. And it's probably true, but it's not that they say, it's the how they say it, because they'll be like, dude, you are hands down the whitest black person I've ever met. Like, props on your whiteness, bro. Like, it's a compliment. And it's not. It's actually like a really not nice thing to say. You know, it's like, you're calling me the most opposite of what I physically am. I'd be like if I went up to a girl and I was like, Jenny, you are hands down the manliest woman I know. You're welcome.